Welcome back to the Legs Feed the Wolf podcast. I'm Christian.
I'm Tyler, and so this week, me and Christian had a really good week, honestly.
We've had a sick week.
Like, this is one of the best weeks I've had in a while.
Yeah, facts.
Canceled classes.
It started, though, the week started with the warm weather.
Oh my God,
Last
beautiful.
weekend was beautiful.
Me and Christian had to
Sunday,
catch outside.
Played catch outside.
We had to catch outside.
We didn't discover. We have this rec room on campus that no one ever goes into, but they have pool tables, ping pong tables.
Yeah.
After we played catch, we were like, you know what? Let's go inside and, just mess around in there. Mm-hmm. And it was actually really fun, and we want to start going there again because we can play pool, ping pong. They have all these games. It's pretty fun.
What else did we do? We went to Cornell.
Thursday
was probably the best day of the week.
It was the best day. We go to our
8 a.m. Feeling good, dressing nice. My practice is in the middle of the day at Cornell for tennis. So I got done with that. Now it's like 1 o'clock.
And there was a wrestling match. So our conditioning that's usually inside was pushed to outside. The only thing was, though, the weather was like 20 degrees, super windy and rainy and snowy. So that was canceled. So I was able to do my conditioning right after class.
And then we found out that our class gets canceled at 2 o'clock.
Our 2 o'clock class that we have
But we still get to take the exam online. So that means that once we get the exam done, we're done for the entire day.
So I did my conditioning in the morning, then took my exam at 2. And after that, me and Tyler, for the first time this whole semester, we're like, dude, we have nothing to do today.
I know.
What can we, we wanted to just go on an adventure.
Yeah, so Chef and I, we texted our friend Owen. Owen helped me run like 2 errands. And then we're like, all right, what should we do? And then Christian just thought of this idea to, let's go to Cornell and just pretend like we're students there.
Yeah, just mess around, pretend like we're students.
Our friend Owen knows the campus a little bit, so took us on a nice little tour. And then we got hungry.
We're like, dude, we're hungry. We want to eat. So we knew Cornell was known for having some of the best college dining halls in the country. And we're like, there was a point we were walking around, we got hungry, and we're like, you know what?
Let's eat dinner at Cornell tonight.
There's no way we're going back. That night, I told myself, there's zero chance
of
me eating in Ithaca, or at Ithaca College.
Yeah, so we tried a couple of dining halls. I chickened out at one. I was like, dude, I'm freaking out. Because I don't really do this stuff that much. I'm not, I don't sneak into places. So, Christian and Owen have, done this stuff before. They love the thrill of it. I just don't do it enough. So, we finally get into one. And, we just walk right past the guy. He just didn't say anything.
If you act confident, if you act confident in those sort of situations.
Well, Christian had a good point. I mean, why would they think someone's going to sneak in?
Yeah.
And
the dinner was sick.
Oh,
food was amazing.
God, the food was amazing.
Just their cups.
They have glasses.
We
drink out of plastic cups.
Plastic cups that are stained with
oh yeah,
all gross and stuff. All, the sides are cloudy.
Yeah, you can't tell if they're clean or not.
Clean glass cups. Amazing.
First thing I get in there, I get this pasta. Oh my,
so good.
God.
They had freshly made guac.
We
didn't even talk about the ice cream bar they had.
Oh my God.
An ice cream bar.
They had an ice cream bar, and then before that, Owen and I, we made our own waffle with the waffle maker, and we had some waffles and ice cream. And it's just the littlest things, but literally their green beans were juicy and just good, and our green beans are just dry. And I'm not the one to complain about our food. I suck it up. I think it's fine. Some days it sucks. Some days it's good. Some days all right. It's whatever. I'm in college. What else am I gonna expect to eat? But this food was so good.
Yeah, it was a nice break. It's food. You go there and it's I'm eating it. And I was just like, dude, I would pay to eat this food.
Yeah, I would have paid to eat that food. 100%.
Exactly, it was good. So we're gonna start.
I think once a week, once every other week.
Exactly.
Eat at Cornell.
So we got a few eating traditions actually. And I don't think we talked about Denny's at all on the podcast.
Yeah. So last weekend.
Yeah, the weekend before this.
We went to Denny's after Christian and Aiden's soccer game. Oh, and Owen's soccer game. They played against each other in this league, and they had a bet going on. And long story short, after that, we went to Denny's, and we had to drive all the way to Cortland.
So 40 minutes to go to Denny's.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they do this all over the place, but they do for $4 all-you-can-eat pancakes.
And we had a competition, and we didn't actually follow up the rules that we made because Aiden wasn't aware of it.
Yeah.
But we said loser whoever doesn't eat the most pancakes pays for the winners. And I told Christian, I'm like, dude, I'm not losing to you. And Christian was like, oh, no, this and this, all and that. And I wiped the floor with him.
You did not wipe it. You beat me by a little.
Yeah, because I decided not to eat more because I wanted to eat popcorn when I got back. So why would I keep eating pancakes?
Bro, you beat me by the tiniest little. You probably beat me by a quarter of a pancake.
Everyone that was there knew I could eat more. I just said, why would I eat more if I already know I'm going to win? But I took the chip. Right. It was a good night. We drove home. We thought I was driving home. I thought someone was following us.
Yeah, someone was there. I don't know, dude.
It was a little sketchy.
It's like one of those things where you do like you take 5 turns in a row and they're still following you.
It's like what the hell?
And they turn their blinker on right after you turn your blinker on.
Yeah, I turned my blinker on just to see if they would turn their blinker on. They did too, and I turned it off. It was weird. But another eating tradition I got introduced to was we went to a vegan restaurant 2 nights ago.
Yeah, it's a vegan food place that my dad had a cookbook from like a long time ago. That one of his friends left in my dad's house. And 2 years ago, when I came here for the recruiting camp, my dad was looking for a place where we could have dinner, and he found this place and was shocked because he didn't know it was an actual restaurant. He just thought it was a cookbook. And we went, and it was actually really good. So I talked to my dad, and he said, my dad loves supporting places like this. So he said if I go and get dinner there in this one particular restaurant in Moosewood, then, I could pay for, invite my friends, and, my dad paid for our meal. We had a good meal, and it was actually really good.
Yeah, we had a nice dinner.
So yeah, it's been a good week for us.
Yeah, we got like this pasta with like vegan sausage. We got some nice chocolate cake, carrot cake.
Oh yeah, chocolate cake, carrot cake.
It was good.
It was good.
It was a good
night. We all
night.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. So, the NFL Combine just happened, and I have a couple of opinions on the Combine. I believe that the Combine is not that necessary.
Yeah.
I think certain drills are necessary. Obviously, I'm not a D1 athlete. I played in high school for 1 year. I played before that, but varsity-wise. And I just personally think that the Combine is not necessary. I think the 40-yard dash means nothing. When you're running 40 yards without pads that are nothing on, straight, I think that the shuttle drill is important, like quick cuts, quick feet. I think that's very important. I think benching means nothing. Like when you in that position in football, it doesn't mean anything. Obviously, yes, it means you're a little strong, but like it doesn't do anything for you. The vertical obviously means stuff. I think that the broad jump, I don't know. I'm not that knowledgeable about it to comment on that. But
yeah, it came up because I was watching. We were eating lunch one day, and I just saw it on the TV. Whatever about the Combine. Joe Burrow wasn't gonna participate in it or whatever. And I asked Tyler, like, is it really that important? Because I don't know. I never played football, so I wouldn't really know. But like, I'm the type of person that's like, at least for soccer, the way I see it, it's like, yeah, you can do all those things. You can bench all this. You can run that fast. But how does it translate?
Yeah.
Like, if you can, I feel like for me, if you can play, you can play. And you see that from your games.
Yeah.
When they watch the games, they see the kids that can play. And those are the kids they draft. They're not going to draft a kid that can't play and then just shows out in the Combine. It would make no sense. So I just thought, I didn't know if it was really necessary. They know who can play.
Yeah, I think that one of the most important things, well, really for quarterbacks, like the throwing in the Combine, yeah, it is important. They make you throw NFL throws, but what I think is most important is when the coaches sit you down one-on-one in a room. They have a whiteboard. They show you a defense and a play. They tell you to play. 5 minutes later, they tell you, okay, yeah, run that play. And they just draw it out, and they just talk about defense, offense. I think that's really important.
That's important. Like the IQ part, the thinking part, I think that's...
But like throwing a 50-yard ball down the field, no pads on, no one covering. Yeah. I can do that.
No one's coming at you. I feel like that's...
I can't do 40. I can do like 35, 40 yards. I can't do like 50, 60, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. But speaking about NFL too, the NFL draft, some things happen with the draft like every year that I don't agree with, and I'm sure Christian doesn't agree with them either. It's the fact that these GMs or media accounts, they just want to hurt these kids' lives. They get into the draft like this is their dream, and like these stupid media companies are just gonna go on their Twitter and scroll with their thumb for like in 3 hours till they find a tweet when they're 11, 12 years old saying something that's not the greatest. But who's like, how old are they now? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22? Actually, no, it's really probably 21, 22.
You're just getting into
college. Yeah. 18. But I think it's unfair to judge someone on what they said when they were 11, 12 years old. I mean...
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of the age we live in, though.
It sucks, but it's true.
It does suck. You really have to watch everything you say.
Yeah.
Everything you say
can come back
defending someone.
Yeah.
That's what's, you know, it sucks. Like, we get all these advantages from social media and all that, but it can also
it can really hurt you.
In the ass,
yeah, they found tweets from Joe Burrow when he was so young. I was like, this is just keep coming, but no one was really bringing that much attention to it. But just the fact that someone took the time out of their day to scroll down on these people's Twitter page just to ruin their career, possibly. Yeah. It's just sad. Like, just get a life.
Yeah, no, it's too bad.
Speaking about life, me and Christian want to talk about the do's and don'ts of college.
Yeah,
we've been noticing a lot of things lately.
Yeah, I think the reason the way me and Tyler bonded was because we're in a sports media program, and you get all different types of profiles of kids, and me and Tyler, sometimes it's almost embarrassing to say sports media. As much as we love the sports media program and being part of it, it's almost a little bit embarrassing sometimes to say you're sports media because there's a little bit of a stereotype sometimes.
Yeah, there is a little bit of stereotype. I mean, I'm not embarrassed. Sometimes I just don't want to affiliate with some of the kids in the program. You don't want to be associated with them. And not because they're weird or something like that. It's just the way they act in class and they just... I don't know. I just feel like a lot of these kids. I mean, it's not really. They could really be any major. They would be the same way.
Yeah, it's any. It's not just sports media.
Yeah, but it just like I feel like a lot of them lack respect for the professor.
Yeah,
that's a number one. Don't talk during class.
Yeah. Number one, don't
talk about sports in the middle of a class. That's the biggest thing, honestly.
Arguing.
I don't know about your sports media class. My sports media class. So many people would talk about sports throughout the class, and sometimes it's like enough is enough.
And sometimes they don't know what they're talking about either.
That really annoys me.
That's the one where it's like they're talking about something they don't know what they're talking about. Yeah. See, like, I know what I know, and stuff like football, I don't know that well. I let Tyler argue about that. But
I'll let Christian talk about soccer.
But when the kids are arguing about stuff they don't know, that's what's, frustrating to us.
I just try to keep my mouth shut. Yeah, but like Christian said, like even with football, if I'm not that knowledgeable about something, I'm not gonna speak on it. I'll speak on something that I'm knowledgeable about.
So don't number 2, don't argue about stuff. See, I feel like they argue about stuff that they don't know about it, but they just always have to be right. That's why they want to argue.
Yeah, and they just don't.
So don't argue about stuff you don't know about. Don't number 3, don't be that guy that's going out 4 days a week and then complaining about your grades or is so worried about your grades.
Or when you're in class, your main priority is figuring out who you're going out with and when you're going out with in the middle of class.
Yeah. Don't be that guy.
Everyone has fun in college. Everyone goes out. Everyone does fun stuff. But when it comes to the point where you're going out 4 nights a week, I mean, personally, Christian and I had a really big,
we were lucky we caught it early.
Yeah. Christian and I, we weren't going out 4 nights a week. That wasn't the problem. It was just the fact that last semester, Christian and I were in the library studying for midterms.
Could have been, yeah.
And me and Christian, we just had a moment of realization. And we're just like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And
it's because we're studying the night. It wasn't even for a midterm. It was a quiz, I think.
Yeah.
But a pretty important quiz. And we're just there we're studying it all the night before.
It's like,
for an important class too. It's not like this. Intro to journalism was an important class for us, and we're just like, what are
what are we doing?
We have all this time. We're not. Tyler made the analogy of the wave.
Yeah.
Right.
The wave. You don't want to ride with the wave. You don't want to be that person who's just ride with the wave.
Push you,
Let the wave push you around a little bit. You push it around a little bit.
No, we want it
to be in control. You want to be on top of the wave. You want to be the guy that's on top of that wave, surfing that wave, and you got it. You got everything under control. Yeah. I could say that we started off the semester, and I feel like we still are doing it. We're on top of that wave
ever since then, I think we carried that momentum all the way to
which
now.
I'm very happy with. We figured out what we need to do, what we don't need to do. We decided to only go out one night a week, and that was just for ourselves. And it's not even that we were going to be doing homework at 11 o'clock at night. It's just the fact that we got our stuff done, and we're just going to hang out. You know,
we just want to hang out.
You don't need to go out to have a good time in college. If you're at that point, that's another don't. If you're at the point where you need to go out to have a good time, you're not in a good situation.
Exactly. Or you need to be drinking alcohol.
Yeah, you need to be doing anything. You need
to be putting whatever into your body to be able to study, to be able to have fun.
Our friend group, I feel like we don't have to. We can be hanging out in our dorm room. We'll have a great Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever night.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, is very good.
And don't get us wrong. We do go out. We do have fun too, but we don't want to let it. We don't want that to be like our main focus.
They don't want that. I don't want that to dictate what we do.
Exactly. Which has been good. I think because of that, we've been able to stay on top of things. So I'd say that do number one, be on top of it.
Yeah. Well, Christian actually helped me out with. I got a planner, and I think that's. I'm gonna
give a
tip out to
Get
everyone.
a planner. Pro tip.
You know, whether you use it or not, I personally think from me not agreeing with the planner, not using a planner, to now using one, it just helps you so much. I personally write out everything. I write out when I wake up. I write out when my class is. I write out when I have to do stuff. I have to write out when I have practice, like the exact times. I like to see when I wake up what I have to do, what I'm going to do. And it also really helps you. It helps you be like, okay, I need to check my planner right now. What do I have to do and what do I have to do? And Christian really helped me with that. So I think that's a big part of me being on top of my stuff this semester is that
planner.
I know what I have to do, you know?
Yeah. It's a big help when you can see everything and you don't forget about stuff. Because for me, I'm just really forgetful. I'm a forgetful person, and I know that. So I just have to write everything down, like the littlest things. Like I have to meet with someone, I have to call someone. At this time, I have to write it down because if not, I know I'm going to forget.
Yeah. So. Do number two. I wouldn't say this is any in order of importance, but go to your office hours with your teachers or professors.
Facts.
You don't have to be asking a question. Just get to know them. Have them know your name in a 100% lecture.
Because
they should know your name in a 100% lecture.
Is that these professors that are teaching us, I don't know, maybe it's not the same at every school. Maybe that's why we're blessed here, but like our professors are actually like they're all really interesting people.
Yeah.
That have had some sick careers too.
And just learn from them.
Exactly. Yeah. And when they're kids, you know, that just disrespecting the professor and you know, complaining they didn't get the grade they wanted when they're, you know, going out every night. Yeah. Showing up late to class, not doing the right things. It's like, dude, these professors don't care about you, you know? They don't. Yeah. They have their own they're doing this like cuz they want to. They want to help out, you know. Yeah. They had all these professors here have had their own careers.
This is just like a job so they're doing something.
Exactly. So like they're here to help. They're actually here to help you, and if you're not going to help yourself, then they don't care about you.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you don't have to need help with anything. Just go and say hi. Say, yeah, my name's Tyler Purdy. I'm in your class on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 a.m. I just want to introduce myself, and you just have a conversation. Because then they know you care. They'll learn your name, and they'll want to help you out too. You know, I went to a lot of office hours for my journalism class, and I got my grade just bumped up even a point. That point matters. Yeah. You know, it just really helps a lot.
Yeah, exactly. And those professors are gonna remember you too. And these are people that you can learn from.
Yeah.
Me and Tyler have had classes classes that we've hated in the beginning, but they're classes we've taken that we hated. But if we didn't take that class, and you know what class I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We would not be the same at all. Mm-hmm. You know? So no matter, it's what you make of it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I say another do for college is go to class prepared.
Yeah.
You know, it's one thing to not have the homework done, but it's another thing to have nothing done. You know, it's one thing to not have any class notes even referred to. Christian already knows probably what I'm going to be getting at. But, you know, when you're asked to help another classmate out and you don't have the material to help out, you don't have to go into this because, you know, we don't want to.
I don't want to bring up any names.
Yeah, or classes. But you know how frustrating that is to ask another student for help, but they can't help you because they don't even know what they're doing. And that was their job to do in class, the previous class, and do for homework the night before. Yeah. And that means that now you're stuck out of help.
Yeah, exactly. I'm never going to, we're looking at each other's projects. I'm never going to respect this guy. This guy, whatever he's writing down on my project, I'm not going to respect it.
Yeah.
Because I just have no respect. Because why? You know what he was doing the night before? He was going out.
Yeah.
That's why.
He's going out, doing something.
When it's one of our biggest projects of the year. Yeah, just be on top of your stuff. You don't want to be that guy. Just whatever you think of that guy, don't be that guy. You know, you don't want to be that guy. Me and Tyler call them the clowns.
Yeah.
They say the clowns. Don't be the clowns. And lately we haven't been.
Yeah.
You know, we get off topic a little bit, and we'll get a little distracted at times. But you know what? As long as we get back.
Another deal which I personally like is that wake up early the days where you don't need to wake up early. Just start your day early.
Yeah.
And then we especially do this on the weekends. Actually, today I was the only one to sleep in, so no one woke me up. But that was my fault because I honestly could have got up. But we usually wake up early every Saturday and Sunday. We never sleep in. Never. Yeah. We wake up early, we go get breakfast, we go to the gym, we do our homework, then we take a nap. You know, we're not going to sleep in until 1 o'clock. You know, exactly. That we don't have a problem with sleeping in, but we personally, all of our friends agreed that we're not going to sleep in. We're going to wake up.
Just waste a day.
Yeah, we're going to wake up, go get breakfast with the boys, go to the gym. And then what Christian and I like to do is that we say, okay, if you don't have your homework done by 2 o'clock, I'm going to slap you in the face.
Exactly. That's one of the things we've been working on, you know? Tyler, if you don't have your stuff done in 15 minutes, I'm going to slap you.
Yeah.
Or, you know, this is my favorite line of Tyler. He goes, one day we're writing an essay, and we're in the library, and he says, hey, Shaf, I think I have writer's block. You know what I told him? I say, you know what, Tyler? Writer's block, I have the perfect cure. All right? Take a deep breath in. I told him this. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, and I slapped him right across the face. I said, you're never going to have writer's block again. If I'm in your presence, writer's block doesn't exist. And you know what? You know what he did that night? He finished that essay. So tell me it doesn't work.
It does work. So we try to just get our stuff done in the by 3-4 o'clock every Saturday, Sunday, just so we can have the rest of the day to chill, you know?
Yeah. And we've been doing a good job so far.
Yeah.
Especially with the podcast too, you know, we didn't think
we
had no idea what to expect. I didn't know what to expect if we'd actually stay consistent with this.
But
there's some obstacles. Like right now we're in a random classroom in the music building. We don't know if we're supposed to be in here. We just found the first
someone was in
door.
the lounge, and then someone was in the classroom that we filmed both episodes last weekend. So we're just walked into a classroom, locked the door. But
we've been adventuring lately.
Yeah, you know? I like it though. Yeah, with the podcast though, I definitely didn't think we were gonna get to this point. You know, to this point. Don't think like we have like 1,000 viewers. Like that's not what I'm talking about. It's just the point where it's like I can't wait to do the podcast every week.
It's actually at first it would be kind of a hassle, but now it's like, bro, we love doing
I can't wait for like Aiden and Arla and Jack Mack and all our friends are like, dude, I love the episode. You know, I love hearing the feedback, whether it's negative or positive, because both it just makes us better, you know, in the end.
Yeah.
And
it's just a fun time.
It's sick.
Yeah.
You know? And
now for our one thought-provoking question that we asked ourselves, and it's, you know, something I think it's more of a serious, our questions I feel like have been lighter, you know, peeing with your brother, stuff like that. But one thing we wish we knew before coming here to college.
Yeah, so for me, it was definitely the fact that my parents were right. And I should have been on top of my stuff in high school so I can go into college on top of my stuff. I should have realized that I'm not going to... you do learn in college, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it is all on you. You know, you got to do the readings. You got to do that extra 30 minutes of studying. You got to go to that one office hours to learn that one thing you don't understand in class, because they're not going to reach out to you. You got to do it yourself. And I realized that, like I said, what we were talking about before, me and Christian realized midway through this first semester that we need to stop. We need to we need to fix it.
That's what I wish I knew. I never realized, it's never happened, you know. I've always been pretty motivated for school, soccer and stuff, and I had a good time in high school. I had fun. But I didn't realize, like, college life can be that much, like, of an obstacle. Mm-hmm. There are days, like, it'll be a Tuesday and you see kids going out, and it's like, when you're not used to that and you're seeing everyone go out and you have all this freedom, it's like, oh, damn, what if I want to go out?
Yeah.
Knowing I have class at 8 a.m. the next day, you know? So I didn't think that would be such a challenge. I didn't think that'd be, you know, such a thing. I thought it'd just be like high school, you know, where, you know, I play soccer, go to school, like, have fun on the weekends. But no, it's good. We caught it early. You know, we learned early that, like, it's really easy to get, so, like, we look at some of these kids, really easy to get carried away with those things. And kind of a lot of kids I feel like are at a point where it's like just within one semester they've done so much already that it's like gonna be hard for them to get back to where they need to be and to be on the right track and do what they originally came here to do.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that we realized. And it's not like we were doing horrible.
No, we weren't. We weren't doing. I mean,
we were doing like average.
We were,
but we don't want to be average.
Exactly. We were doing still better than most kids, but we didn't want. We're not doing it to be better than most kids. We're doing it for ourselves because we want to do what we want to do.
Yeah. And I think we have a quick story to tell you guys. So, I think this kind of goes back to the do's and don'ts in college and stuff. I am very against cheating. Very against cheating. I don't really agree with it.
I've done it before in the past.
Yeah, I think everyone cheats in college. I mean, not college, high school. I just think you shouldn't do it in college.
It's more even just out of respect.
Yeah,
it's a professor you respect and you learn a lot from.
Yeah, I definitely.
If I was to get caught cheating, it's like.
And the fact that in college, and the reason I don't just not agree with cheating because you can get kicked out in college if you get caught, but it's the fact that you had all this time to study. And you just don't, you're just not using it, what you learned. So a quick story, me and Christian had a quiz in one of our classes.
We won't say the name.
Or what semester. But we could have done a lot better than what we did.
This was a quiz where the professor, maybe unknowingly, made it pretty easy for us to cheat.
Yeah.
He was in a way, he was almost asking for it.
Yeah. And Christian and I...
We studied.
We did study. I feel like we knew the material, and I can say the material.
It was our first
now.
Quiz of the class too,
so
we didn't know what
exam.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't know what to expect. Also,
yeah, and we got to the class. We opened up the exam, and
it's online, so it's on a computer, and we see the grade right after we take it.
Yeah, and the questions were a little bit more difficult than we expected.
It's just that we didn't prepare. We prepared a lot better the second time.
Yeah, way better.
Because the first quiz, I feel like for any class, you never really know how to prepare.
Yeah.
So once you take the first one, I feel like you know better for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
long story short, we didn't fail. We didn't get A's, but I was just very upset with myself, and I know Christian was too.
Yeah.
But we came to the point where it's like, well, dude,
we
put in the work.
What we were upset about was we didn't get what we wanted. But then we see kids obviously cheating during the class, and they're the ones getting, the A's and B's.
Yeah.
And the professor sees that. And what was frustrating to us is like, bro, we actually put in the work, and those are the guys. You're going to tell me he's going to get an A on it because he cheats, and that's what the professor sees. That's what was frustrating to us. And it's like, because we respect him. We want the professor to think, like, that we really care about what we're learning, because we really do.
Yeah.
We really do. And then there's these kids that haven't even opened a book once, and then they cheat on it, and those are the ones getting the good grades. That's what was frustrating to me.
Yeah, and this is happening in other classes too, and it's just very frustrating. But we realized that, do you know what? We're putting the time, we're putting the effort to learn this material, and we'll be better off in the future.
Exactly. If that's how they're going to succeed.
When we're in an internship and they ask us one of those questions, we'll know it.
Exactly. Like, we were pissed off at first. Like, right after the exam, we were like, dang, dude, do we really?
Quick side note, I was going vegetarian for like 3-4 days just to try it out, and I was so mad that I ate chicken tenders. It was bad.
Yeah.
And Christian was like, Tyler, that's not vegetarian. I'm like, oh, dude, I can't even. We were so pissed off.
Yeah, I was frustrated, and but you know what? Thing is, if that's what they need to do to succeed, I feel like after the anger passed, we took a step back and realized, you know what, we can, we can know how to work hard, and we're actually learning, and we're there to learn. We're picking up new things,
and we did good on the last exam, so I'm proud of that happened to us. We learned some stuff, but that'll be it, guys.
So just don't be that guy. Whatever you do, don't be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what guy it is.
You know what guy it is.
So, thank you guys so much for listening. You guys can check us out on Spotify.
1306sports.com and YouTube, Lex Feed the Wolf podcast. Peace.
Peace.